Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as I promised, I wanted to do a quick process video for some glue and swap. My husband gave me a magazine and I found a couple things that gave me some inspiration and I want to do one with you guys. But before I do that, I wanted to show you my finished book. So this was the book that I was working on previously. And I think the last page I showed you guys what's this one, I think. And these were pages that I got from BB. This is one of the last pages that I did, and this one is titled Summer Fun. I did this on 6/3, and these came from clippings that I got from BB. I also got this one done. This page was completed on 6/4, and this also came out of the clippings that I got from the glue and swap from BB. I think it came out really gorgeous. I love the neutral kind of light colors and then just a little pops of browns and greens. I made this more of like a adoration to Jesus, and I called it Jesus is Lord. This was gorgeous, so I love that one. And then this one I got done on the 6th, on the 5th. And this is a combination of some stuff that came out of BB's. And then this is mine. So I added this from one of my magazines. But everything else that you see here came out of BB's clippings. And I think it came out amazing. And then here is my last page. And again, this is a combination of things that came out of BB's glue and swap. This came out of one of my pages, but everything else came out of BB's glue and swap clippings. And that finishes up this journal. So I am done with this journal, and I have now acquired a new journal, which I have open here. But I'll show it to you guys later because I don't want to open it up. So as I was saying, my husband gave me a new magazine after he got done reading it, and I got an inspiration to do a glue and swap with these clippings and these clippings. And then I also got inspiration to do another page with some other clippings, but that is not ready for me to start off on. So what I wanted to do is I loved these. Hold on one second. I loved these. I call them borders, I guess. So I cut these borders out. I cut these borders out of the page. And the other side of the page had the recipe and some other information about this particular, I guess, food item. So I cut those out, and then I cut out the recipe. So what I would like to do is, and this is me crafting with a baby. I tend to do this quite a lot, guys, a lot. Having to craft with a baby is not easy, but I love crafting, and I will do whatever I can, whichever way I can, because I just want to craft. So I'm going to get rid of this. I didn't get to clip all this out. I had to leave, but I want to just kind of keep this piece of information and this pretty little border. And I want to see if this is going to work. I'm sorry if this is going to be a long video. I'll try. I don't know. I'm so OCD when it comes down to doing things. I'm not even going to make any promises, guys, okay? This might be a long video. But so what I was planning on doing was putting this here and then putting like, oh, you know what? Let me try this. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Let it start. Maybe. I just hate the empty space. But that's not going to look right because I have another clipping going on the other side. So let me I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Maybe cut this off. I told you guys my OCD gets the best out of me. It's horrible. It's a horrible feeling, guys. Horrible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that down first. Because if I need to cut a little bit from the top, or I can just cut this from the bottom, actually, so I can get rid of some of that black. I'd rather keep the color. I'd rather keep the color, you know what I mean? So, let's see. That's where this goes, right? And I'm going to try, like I said, my OCD, guys, is horrible. Horrible. So I'm going to try to put that there. And then I am going to glue this little guy right. And I'm going to put this little guy right here. And what I'm going to do, guys, just because I'm going to flip this direction and see how much of it I need to cut off. So now I know that I need to cut off about this much, right? I'd rather cut off this than to cut off this pretty color up here. So yeah, I might have cut off a little too much, but that's okay. Now, let's start gluing this puppy down, shall we, guys? Well, today is Monday. I don't know what day I'll be uploading this video. I had a very busy day. Both my husband and I go back to work next week, and I don't know. I'm not looking forward to going back to work. I kind of am, but I'm not. Work is very busy for me. I am a construction project manager in the civilian world. So I travel a lot. I travel to my new territories, I should say, are Maryland, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York. So maybe I can hook up with some of you girls one of these days when I travel into your state. I'm looking forward to going to New York because I heard there's a Daiso out there. One of my crafty friends told me that there's a Daiso in New York. So I don't have one here in Kentucky, unfortunately. And Daiso has really awesome things and your girl wants them. So anyways, yeah, I'm not looking forward to going back to work, but I'm doing a lot better, which is nice. It's I'm trying to work on the sensitivity of the hip because I need to obviously give my nerves the sensation of, I don't know, before my surgery, which I think I'm doing a lot better with. So yeah, I'm doing good considering it's been probably a month now since my surgery. I think I'm bouncing back very quickly, so it's been nice to be able to spend some time at home without having to worry about having to work. This week, we are going to be meeting up with my husband's cousin. Like I've been telling you guys, military life is very hard because you make so many friends and then they leave. I went to see one of my other friends. I was around Fort Knox today and realized that she basically is packing her house and getting ready to leave. My husband's cousin, their official last day is the 14th of June. So we're going to try to hang out with them one day this week. Although Kentucky weather is going to be horrible this week because it's supposed to rain. We're going to see what we're going to do to at least, stop by and say goodbye because they're leaving. The only good thing is they're not going so far. They're literally just going to my neighbor's state, which is Tennessee. So we can always go and visit, or they can come and visit us here. I don't know if they want to come back to Kentucky. I doubt it. But maybe we can go visit them. I don't mind going to Tennessee. I've been to Tennessee so many times. I've done a lot of projects in Tennessee. So I don't mind it. But yeah, that's pretty much today. I was a little upset. I went on the Facebook Marketplace, and my daughter, my baby, she loves cooking. Obviously, you guys can tell she loves her little cooking tools. So I went on the Marketplace and found a kitchen. And I told the lady, I'm like, hey, I'll be there around between 5 and 6 o'clock to pick it up. She goes, okay, great. Sounds good. We'll see you then. I sent the lady a message at about, I think it was about 5:15. And I said, hey, just wanted to let you know, we're on our way to pick up the kitchen. She goes, oh, no, he's already loaded it up. It's in his truck. And I'm like, what? I'm like, wait, we're still in my driveway. What do you mean he loaded it up and it's in his truck? Apparently, she sold it to somebody else. I was so mad. I was like, I can't believe you didn't ask these people if they were me. I'm like, you just gave it to them. She goes, well, it was around the same time. I'm like, then that means you pretty much sold the product to 2 different people. That's not how you do business, you know? And I rate everybody. Whether you do a good job or a bad job, I am one of those people that do rate. If you do a great job at the restaurants, I will tell your manager, you did a fantastic job. I always do that. So needless to say, she goes to me, she's like, oh, well, if you're ever interested in any of my products, I'll give you a really good discount. Do you really think I'm going to buy from this lady again? Is she crazy? And what would make her believe that I was going to purchase anything else from her? Like, get out, lady. You know, you just heard my daughter was looking forward to it. And now my daughter, you know, I was going to buy her one at the store. But when she goes, hey, it's yours, I left the other one behind. So now, you know, I wasn't able to get my baby her little kitchen. So, yeah, no, I'm not going to be buying from her. And unfortunately, she got a very poor review from me because I was not happy about the whole situation. Especially when you told me that, great, it's yours, you know, and here I am telling you I'm about to go pick it up and you sold it to somebody else. So, yeah, it took a lot from me to not go to her house. She's my neighbor towns, but sometimes I gotta be an adult and, you know, move on with life. But anyways, I'm probably gonna go back and see if the other kitchen that I was gonna get from my daughter is still available. And if it is, then I'll pick her little kitchen up so she can cook because she likes her little kitchen. But yeah, what do you guys got to tell me? Anything fun and exciting? It's Monday. What about Monday? Lucky Monday. Anyways, I don't like this. It's driving me crazy. I don't know if I'm going to leave that like that, guys. I might not. I don't know if I want to leave the name, and I think it's stuck really good. You know, when you don't want this glue to stick, it sticks. When you want it to stick, it doesn't stick. Akuma Matata. Eluda Matata. This is insane. I had one more, but I don't know if I'm going to use it because I don't want to cut into my next page. You know what I mean, guys? So I got to figure out a way. Oh, look at this. Look at that, guys. Baby girl, I just love her. I swear I don't know what I'm gonna do when I don't have any babies because my baby keeps me on my toes. Yes, she does. And I just love her to death. You know, with COVID and everything, I was lucky that my boss allowed me to work from home just because of COVID. So I was working from home, which was nice because I'm old and I was pregnant at an old age. So pregnancy got really rough, got really hard on me. So it was nice to be able to work from home. And then obviously because of COVID, I was still working from home. So I was remote. I've been remote working from home for a while, which was nice because I didn't have to put my kid in a daycare, and I refused to. You know, that's one thing I don't like about the state of Kentucky is their daycare system is the worst. When I first came to Kentucky, I'm so spoiled and I'm so used to Chicago. And, you know, in Chicago, we have great, amazing daycare systems. So I thought it was going to be like Chicago, you know, and I'm putting my kid into these daycares and my kid was coming out and she was miserable. And I'm like, what in the heck? And my husband's like, oh, you're always, you know, exaggerating. And I'm like, no, I'm not exaggerating. When your baby comes out of daycare and she's crying, how can I exaggerate? You know, that's my baby crying. So I had to send him to pick her up because, you know, he just thinks I'm exaggerating. I'm a mom. I worry about my baby, you know. So he went to pick her up and he realized that she was just like, as soon as she saw him, she's like, woof, like, you got to get me out of here, Daddy. This place is horrible. So then he realized that I wasn't exaggerating, that, you know, that place is horrible. So we tried putting her in a couple of other places and we're still having issues. No, Mamita, you can't use Papa's mouse. So I finally asked some of the girls at my job and they were like, oh, you know, we put our kids in this place called Puzzles. So I'm like, well, you know, they're happy leaving their kids and they're doing fine at work. Well, let me check it out, you know. So I went to this place in Louisville and I checked out the place and man, oh man, is that a children's heaven. I mean, good Lord. They had carnival rides inside, bouncy houses, arts and crafts. This place was a kid's heaven. So my daughter loved it. She got along with, you know, with the teachers and, you know, we tested it out for a day before I just left her. And I signed her up for it and she stayed there until, you know, like I said, the bad part about my job is the traveling. So I couldn't keep her there. I kept her there just for the summer. And then once the fall hit, I had to bring her over here closer to where we're from. Because my husband, I got to make it more accessible for my husband to be able to pick her up. And Louisville is nowhere near where we stay. So when I put her over here, the place was horrible. Yeah, it wasn't working. So we had to take her out of there. And then we had a hard time. So to make a long story short, it's been nice to be able to stay at home and work from home because my baby is being raised by me. You know, I'm the one taking care of her. We do get a nanny, but I'm here. So it's not like the nanny is by herself with my baby. So I've been very blessed to be able to do that. And when I travel, of course, my husband will either stay and work from home that day. Usually I go for a day and come back. I don't stay out for a long period of time. A lot of times I go and come back that same night, just because, you know, my husband is military. So it depends on where I'm going. If I'm going somewhere near, I'll go and come back. If I'm going somewhere on the West Coast, then obviously I have to stay for a day or two. So it depends on where I'm going. And then I can decide whether I can come back home that day or not. But anyways, guys, no mamita. She's trying to open up my box where I got my stash for my, oh yeah, for my Alice in Wonderland. My Alice in Wonderland stuff is in that box that she's trying to open over there. She's so funny. You can't open that, mamita. I don't know. Should I put this in here? I don't know. Hey, She's still trying to get into my box. She's so cute. Anyways, so yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about the state. And we're still trying to figure out, like I've been telling you, my husband finally retires in May of next year. So we're trying to figure out if we want to stay in this state. You know, I don't like the fact that I thought Kentucky was a warmer state, and it's really not. So I don't know. I would like to go somewhere where it's a little bit warmer than this, because boy, oh boy, I'm beginning to feel like I'm in Chicago again. And I left Chicago because I hate the cold, and I feel like I'm in Chicago because it's cold. So, Mommy, she just dropped my garbage can. So yeah, I'm trying to figure this out, guys, or we are trying to figure out what we're gonna do. But then again, I don't mind moving into a farmhouse, which is ideally what we would like to do too. So I don't know. We got less than a year to figure out what we're gonna do, where we're gonna stay, and things like that. But yeah, guys, this is what I came up with. It's a food page, and it was an inspiration by these borders that I found on my magazine. I hope you guys like it. I am going to be cutting out the stuff for my second page, and I'll try to do a process video for that too. All right, guys, don't forget to like and comment down below and hit that subscribe button. We have a giveaway in 200. All right, guys, until next time. Ciao.